Hello, friends, and welcome to another edition of Get Woke with Danielle Moodie. I made it, dear friends. I made it to Chicago. I am on the ground at the DNC, and I am just like beyond. You can see from my blurred background, I'm in my hotel room, which is basically Get Woke Danielle Moodie headquarters for the next couple of days. Friends, I have to tell you that what has stood out to me since landing here, as I hopped in a taxi and drove into the red, white, and blue Chicago skyline, and the full moon was coming down, the skyline was in front of me, and the hopefulness just welled up inside of me, and I could not contain the tears that began streaming down my face. There is such a sense of joy. There is such a sense of possibility in the moment that we are living in right now. It has struck me that we have been living in a place of utter despair, anxiety, and fear for nearly a decade. And the energy that is not only in Chicago at the DNC, but in America right now is palpable, because we have once again moved to a place of possibility, moved into what we are calling the happy warrior place. This place where we understand what is at stake in this election, the forces that we are battling against. Because folks, don't get it twisted with these polls right now, as I keep saying, because the polls told me in 2016 that Hillary Clinton was going to be the first female president of the United States. And we all know how the fuck that turned out. So while the polls may say that Harris and Walz are rising right now, the only poll that I care about is a booth that we walk into on November 5th. That is the only poll that we can be certain of. And so over these next 75 days, I need folks to put in all of the work. Because the kind of America that we want to live in, the kind of America that is being laid out to us over these next couple of days, that's the America that we want. We want America that is about freedom, right? And as Reverend Warnock says in this incredible speech, our vote is like a prayer in action. Take a listen.
I need my neighbor's children to be okay so that my children will be okay. I need all of my neighbor's children to be okay. Poor inner city children in Atlanta and poor children of Appalachia. I need the poor children of Israel and the poor children of Gaza. I need Israelis and Palestinians. I need those in the Congo, those in Haiti, those in Ukraine. I need American children on both sides of the track to be okay. Because we are all God's children. And so let's stand together. Let's work together. Let's organize together. Let's pray together. Let's stand together. Let's heal the land. God bless you. Keep the faith.
I was so taken aback by Reverend Warnock's speech. And I will tell folks, as I say, I'm not a Christian. I do not subscribe to organized religion. I'm a deeply spiritual person that believes in everybody's ability to practice their faith. But I wanted to have the collection plate passed to me. Okay. I was like, if this is what church can look like, then sign me all the way up. Because that, to me, what he was offering was passion and conviction and morality and integrity, everything that the Republican Party is not. The contrast between these two parties is so great. And so when anyone ever says to you, there's no difference between Republicans and Democrats, they are being lazy in their analysis. And it is up to all of us, right, to come correct with the receipts, right, to come correct and understand, right, what exactly the differences are between these two parties. And the person that laid it out the best, Lord, Representative Jasmine Crockett, come the fuck on. Okay? I love this woman so much. And all of social media said a star is born. Take a listen to her rundown of the difference between our Vice President Kamala Harris and that two-bit, twice impeached felon.
So let's compare their resumes, shall we? One candidate worked at McDonald's while she was in college at an HBCU. HU. The other was born with a silver spoon in his mouth and helped his daddy in the family business. Housing discrimination, that is. She became a career prosecutor while he became a career criminal. With 34 felonies, 2 impeachments, and 1 porn star to prove it.
Amazing. Okay? Amazing. I got chills. And the alliteration that she offers, Lord, okay? Come on. What I will say is that the purpose of convention is pageantry, right? There is pageantry in this, but it is to lay out a vision of what the American people can choose to opt into. Because you see, that is what we are doing when we are voting. We are choosing to opt into a vision and a path that will ultimately make our lives better or worse. And that decision couldn't have been made clearer. We have the opportunity to make history, not just for Vice President Kamala Harris, but for us to rewrite our story of who America is. And there was no better person to offer up that vision than former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Take a listen.
I want my grandchildren and their grandchildren to know I was here at this moment, that we were here, and that we were with Kamala Harris every step of the way. This is our time, America. This is when we stand up. This is when we break through. The future is here. It's in our grasp. Let's go with it.
Hillary Clinton deserves all of her flowers and all of the applause. We got to this place, this moment, because of people like Geraldine Ferraro, because of people like the sensational Shirley Chisholm, and because of the women like Hillary Clinton that wore the target on their backs with pride. Kamala Harris is knocking on the other side of that glass, and it is up to us, dear ones, to shatter it so she can break all the way through. Because when one of us wins, as Hillary Clinton said, we all win. And then I just want to round out today with my thoughts on Joe Biden. Anyone that has been listening to me knows that I did not want Joe Biden to drop out of the race because I thought that the Democratic Party was going to devolve into an absolute shit show. And so I said, we don't change horses mid-race. But Joe Biden believed in Kamala Harris, which is why he endorsed her, not because he was pushed, but because he believed in his heart that his pick, his vice president, could pick up the mantle and do the job. Joe Biden is going to be remembered in history as a bridge builder, as an extraordinary figure that stood behind the first Black president of these United States, that elected the first Black woman to the Supreme Court, and that endorsed the first Black and Indian woman to become president of the United States. So when he says, "America, I gave you my best," Mr. President, you absolutely did. And we are forever indebted to you. Take a listen to our president.
The song is called American Anthem. There's one verse that stands out, and I can't sing worth a damn, so I'm not going to try. I'll just quote it. The work and prayers of centuries have brought us to this day. What shall our legacy be? What will our children say? Let me know in my heart when my days are through. America, America, I gave my best to you.
Folks, I am so excited to be here and continue with my coverage right here on my YouTube channel. Subscribe, and share because we need to support independent media and independent voices. I am so excited to be here. I am so excited that you are here. And a reminder, you can cop my merch at DanielleMoodie.com at the Damn Shop. Get your Future is Woke because it is t-shirt and more there. Thank you so much, dear friends. And as always, power to the people and to all the people power. See you next time.